So in this video, we are going to learn how to save new JIRA issues to Todoist as task. Now suppose guys you and your team members actually use JIRA to match all the related issues of your software or your product. And you want that whenever a new issue is created in JIRA, you want to create a new task in your Todoist list so that you can keep a track on all the issues as well. Now guys, the manual process of getting a new issue details from JIRA and manually creating a task in Todoist can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, we are going to set up an automation in which whenever a new issue will be created in JIRA, automatically with the same details, a new task will be created in Todoist as well. Amazing, right? Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my JIRA account. Now I want that whenever I create a new issue or any of my team members create a new issue in JIRA, automatically with those details of a new issue, a new task should be created in Todoist. And to do so, we have to connect our JIRA account with Todoist. And to make this happen, we are going to use an automation and integration platform that is called Pabbly Connect. So here you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Now after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as JIRA to Todoist. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is, first, we have to connect our JIRA account with Pabbly Connect so that every time a new issue is created in JIRA, the details of that same issue should be received inside Pabbly Connect as well. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those new issues details to Todoist to create a new task over there. So let's begin. Now here in trigger window, in choose apps, search for JIRA. Just select it. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select the trigger event as configure webhooks. After selecting a trigger event, here you can see that Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And using this webhook URL, we are going to connect our JIRA account with Pabbly Connect. And how it is done, how you can add this webhook URL into your JIRA account, you just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy this webhook URL from here, and after copying this, just go to your JIRA account with the administrative access. After coming to the JIRA account, on the right side here you can see the settings option, just click on it, and under it from the drop down, go to System. After coming to the system page, scroll down from the left sidebar and then here you have an option of webhooks. Click on webhooks over here. And here you will see a list of all the webhooks which we have added in our JIRA account. Click on create a webhook button and give this webhook a name. For example, I would like to name my webhook as Pabbly. The status, just select the status as enable. And here in URL section guys, we have to paste the exact same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and then just paste it over here. After pasting the webhook URL, it is asking us for the description. So if you want, you can add a description. Right now, it's not a mandatory field. So I'm just ignoring this description field for now. Then it is asking us issue related events. So here guys, we have to select that the event for which we want JIRA to send details, send data to Pabbly Connect. So here you can see a list of different events over here. Out of all of this, we want to get the details of a new issue which are created in JIRA account. So here you can see this is an option of issue and this is created. We just have to select this particular event over here, issue created. After this, just scroll down and click on create button. Now when we click on create, here you can see that this webhook URL is added in our JIRA account and every time a new issue is created in JIRA, automatically the details of that issue will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And guys, here we are going to do the same. What we are going to do, we are going to create a new issue in our JIRA account. So let's do this. Click on this create button and then it is asking us for the project. So in the drop down below, here you can see a list of all the different projects which we have created in JIRA. So out of all of this, the project named as Pabbly Connect project, in this particular project, I want to create the issue. So I'm going to select this project over here. Then it is asking us issue type. So here we can see there's a list of different issue types which we can create. Out of all of this, I want to create a task. So I'm selecting task over here. Then it is asking us for the status. So here you can see we have 3 or 4 different status: to do, in progress, in review, or done. So just now, because we are creating this issue, so whatever status you want, you can select it over here. Then it is asking us for the summary, that what is the summary of this issue or the task. For example, I want to add a summary as MailChimp integration update. This is the summary I want to give. Then it is asking us for the description of this new issue or new task which we are creating in JIRA. So let's add a description as well. We have to update our integration of Pabbly Connect with MailChimp. This is the description. Just I'm adding some random details or dummy details of a dummy task over here. Then it is asking us for the reporter, select it. We have to select the due date. For example, I'll just select any random due date and then the assignee as well. So after entering all the details of a new issue which we want to create, click on this create button. And then we will see a new issue has been created in our JIRA account. Here you can see that the same issue. And as we create this issue, we will see automatically the details of the same issue will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here you can see that in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we have received some response. And here in this response, you can see details of the new issue which we have just now created in our JIRA account. So here you can see the issue key over here, and this is the issue ID. This is the event for which we have received the response. We will scroll down and we'll find other details of the issue. Like here you can see the summary of the issue, then you can see the category, the color which we gave, then here you can see the status ID. Then we'll scroll down further, we can see the time zone, we can see the display name. So here guys, while we'll scroll down, we will see all the details like the project name, and also we will find the description of the issue over here. Here you can see the description over here. We have to update our integration of Pabbly Connect with MailChimp. So here guys, you can see the details of all the new issue which we have created in JIRA is received inside Pabbly Connect. So step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. Now let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to add the same issue related details into Todoist and create a new task over there. And to do this, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, search for Todoist. Just select it. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as create a task. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Todoist account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of our Todoist account. So here you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just go to your Todoist account, go to this profile section, and then go to integrations over here. After coming to this integrations page, go to developer, and here you can see the API token of your Todoist account. Just copy this token from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And then just click on save. And when we click on save, we will see our Todoist account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the content. That what is the title of the new task which we want to create? We have to enter that title over here in this content section. So we want to enter the summary of the new issue which we have created in JIRA as the title of the new task. So here we have received the summary of a new issue from JIRA inside Pabbly Connect in our trigger window. And from this response of trigger window, we are going to map this same response of summary over here in this content field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from JIRA. And out of all of these responses, select the response of summary and map it over here. After mapping the summary, it is asking us for the description. So we have also received the description of the issue from JIRA. So from the responses of trigger, let's map the description as well. Click here, and from the drop down, let's search for the description of the issue which we have given. And here it is. Just select this response of description and map it. Then it is asking us project ID. So here in the drop down, you can see all the projects which we have created in our Todoist account. So here you can see that in my Todoist account, I have personal, project data, and inbox. So out of all of these three, like you can see over here in the drop down, in which project we want to create this new task. So I want to create the new task in this project named as project data. So I'm just going to select that project data over here. Now after this, the next thing it asks us is the section. So here guys in the drop down you can see there are two different sections which I have created in this particular project. First one is named as JIRA task and second one is meetings and appointments. So I want to create this task in this JIRA task, this particular section. So from the drop down, we are going to select the same section. Then it is asking us for the parent ID, so we don't have it, so we can ignore this parent ID as well over here for now. Then it is asking us human readable representation of due date. So here guys what we have to do, we have to actually enter the due date over here of this particular task which we have entered. So from Jira guys, we have received the response of the due date as well. So while creating the new issue in Jira, we have also entered the due date and here you can see the response of the due date. So what we have to do, we have to map this exact same response of due date over here in this particular field. So here guys, what we can do, we can actually map the response over here. Just click here and select due date. Just select this response and map it. Now after this, once again, it is asking us for the due date. So let's map the due date once again over here. Select the response and map it. Then it is asking us due date time. So we haven't received that perfect date time that at what time particularly this task or this issue should be solved. So we are ignoring this field for now. Then it is asking us label IDs, assignee ID and priority. So all of these fields are not mandatory, not required. So you can ignore these fields for now. In priority guys, you have 4 different priorities: natural, elevated, important and urgent. So because all of these are issues, so I want to keep the priority as elevated for all the new tasks I create from Jira issues. And after mapping all of these details guys, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you can see that a new response is received over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically all the details of a new issue which we have created in Jira, using these details, a new task is created in Todoist. So let's go to Todoist account. And yes guys, here you can see that a new task is created in our Todoist account. And here you can see the task title is MailChimp integration update, the same summary which we have given to Jira issue. And then here you can see the description of that particular task as well over here. Now here guys, instead of description of this task, with it, you can also add some other details over here. Like from Jira, we have received some other details like what was the project name, like we have this name of the project. Then also you can see the time zone of the date or the date and time over here. You can see the color name, you can see the category as well. You can map one by one, map all of these details as well over here in this field of description, and the same details of a new Jira task will be added in this Todoist task. So let me map this detail. For example, we have added the description. For example, I'll add a field of color just for an example. And let's search for it. This is the color name and let's add the status. This is the status and let's search for it. Okay, so this is the status name, that what status of the issue we have given while creating it. And after mapping this, let me just click on save this time. So here guys, we have successfully created this automation workflow using which whenever a new issue will be created in our Jira account, the details of that same issue can be added as a new task in Todoist. And while creating this task, you can add all the details which we have received from Jira of a new issue. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once in real time. We will go to a Jira account and we are going to create another issue. Let's select the project as Pabbly Connect project. Issue type is, for example, a task. Let's select status as to do, or we can select the status as, for example, in progress. Then let's add a summary for that is real time test. This is the summary of a new task, and let me add a description. We are testing this automation in real time. So this is basically the description I have given. Let me add a due date, for example, 17th of February. And that is it. So just now we have added the details of a new issue over here. After adding all of these details, let's just click on this create button and then a new issue is created in our Jira account. And we will see as we create this issue, instantly, automatically with the same issue details, a new task will be created in Todoist. So we'll go to Todoist. And yes, here you can see that real-time test. This is a new task created in our Todoist account with the same details. Same issue name, same issue description, same color, and same status. Now, instead of this, guys, instead of just these basic details, if you want, you can map the name of the project or the description of the project or the contributor or the assignee to the person who have assigned over here. You will get all of these details of an issue from JIRA in this trigger response. And one by one, what you have to do, you just have to map all of these details in this description field of Todoist. So here, guys, we have tested this automation in real time and it is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down to your suggestions, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.